All right, what's up, guys? Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hi, Mom. I'm on the big screen. I will be a runner for A Link to the Past today. I got a co-commentator, Locke, familiar face. He just ran SM64. Cubex, Heroes, good friends of mine in the back as well. And yeah, I'm ready whenever. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so in no major glitches, we don't really see anything like super crazy. Like we don't go through walls, even though that's possible in the game. This game is super broken. There's ways to like clip through walls and stuff like that, but yeah, we're not gonna see stuff like that. However, we're still gonna see a couple really cool tricks. And right at the start here, we're gonna skip this chest. There's a lamp in there, unless this is randomized.
Is this Potsdam right there?
Is this yeah, it's been super rainy here the last couple days, so yeah. The in-game weather definitely reminds of the weather here. All right, the first segment, Escape. It's our duty to go save Princess Zelda. We have to go to the basement, kill the ball and chain guard, and then save Zelda. The game throws a couple enemies at us here, guards, rats, snakes, and we have to basically try to avoid them as best as we can. If slashes or yeah, if we have to use the boomerang, then we do that. But we always want to avoid using the sword or the boomerang just to save a couple frames. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, Link has this kind of like stuttery movement right now. Basically what I'm doing here, you can probably see it in this room now, is I'm holding one direction while mashing the other. And basically what this does is it speeds up his movement a little bit. And it's called pumping. So we're going to see a lot of pumping in the first two segments since we don't have the boots now. And yeah, once we have the boots, after Eastern Palace, the second segment, we're not going to see a lot of pumping anymore.
What's also maybe important to mention is that many positions of the enemies are based on RNG. So the only thing that Kota actually really can do to either kill them properly or avoid them is to learn the patterns.
Exactly. Like this guard here, for an example, he can go in 4 different directions, and you just have to react to it quickly.
Sometimes the constellation of an enemy is constant, and this can actually be considered scripted, so you can just perform it every single time the same way, just as we saw for the achievement of the boomerang.
Exactly. Some rooms are the same every time, execution-wise.
But most of them are just not.
Exactly. Alright, so this guy here, the ball and chain guard, we go for a strat called 8 slash. He needs 8 slashes. That was optimal. Let's go.
Nice.
There's a couple save strats where you can use the pots on my left and yeah, throw the pots at him. But it's a little slower, a couple frames.
Isn't there also something that we mentioned about the pumping, that it does not work in every direction?
So when you pump, basically, like the thing I was talking about earlier, when you hold one direction and you mash the other to speed up Link's movement, it only works when you walk up or to the left. When you walk down or to the right, you never want to pump, because that's called anti-pumping, and it does the complete opposite. It basically slows you down. Lots of pumping here. We're pumping like against these rails. There's air pumping and wall pumping. Here I'm gonna air pump a little bit.
I think it's also a little bit harder to see when you're going for rail pumps. Or is it?
Excuse me?
Isn't it a bit harder to see whether you're wall pumping?
Yeah, you can definitely see better when you air pump. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're almost up that ominous painting that needs to be moved right there. And there's actually a little bit of a trick to it that you can actually see by a visual cue when the exact point in time is that you can actually enter it. If not, you need to basically just push a little bit more. But you need to, but the trick is that you do not exactly need it to be on the complete right side, as we just see. I have seen.
So here, for an example, the game throws a lot of reds and snakes at us. They like to give you bad RNG. Like here, for an example. You just have to avoid them as best as you can. Walk around them, slash or boomerang if you have to. And there's a room coming up where there's a key red that has also some RNGs. And the optimal RNG will be to have the key red basically run into us here. Well, that wasn't optimal, but that was still alright. That key red can like go up all the way into the like corner of the room, and that loses like a second. It's super bad RNG. Nice map. Gotta look where to go sometimes, I guess.
Maybe that doesn't hurt.
Because you tend to forget where to go as a speedrun sometimes, right?
Completely.
All right.
And sometimes you just do it to remember.
That was okay. So that was Escape. We saved Princess Zelda. And yeah, the next segment is called Eastern Palace. Basically the same thing as Escape. Lots of pumping. We don't have the boots yet, so we're not that fast. It's a lot of walking. There's a heart container in the chest on my left, but because we're pro gamers, we're gonna skip this. We don't need it, hopefully. We'll see.
Ah, well, it's gonna be good.
Honestly, I don't feel too good about my gameplay. I haven't played this game much lately, due to like hand and wrist issues. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. So these overworlds are mostly not too spectacular. They're pretty boring. You just, get the items you need to continue. And in this case, we're just walking over to Eastern Palace. These Octoroks here can be trolly sometimes. We got perfect RNG there. They didn't get in our way. We didn't have to slash them or boom them. About the pumping, here we have stairs. I can just hold up here, going up these stairs, and mash left and right while holding up. And it basically speeds up Link's movement there as well.
Yeah, so you can basically rail pump in with two opportunities when you go upstairs.
All right. Eastern Palace time. We're gonna pump around these popos. They're called popos. Here we're gonna avoid some cannonballs. We're gonna pump around them.
I think we're just in a bit. We're going to see something rather curious with the skeletons that are going to be coming up.
Do you want to explain it?
What basically happens is that we're going to Kota's going to spawn just 3 skeletons by just moving. Even only 2 by only moving barely up the bones, since that's the trigger point for the enemies. And he was quick enough to kill them just right away and to just get out of the room as quickly as possible. And what he also does is to avoid getting downwards to the pods, and he skips getting 5 arrows. So this is basically rather of a risky strat for the upcoming boss, in which he's going to need at least 18 arrows.
Exactly. We require 18 arrows for Amos Knights. So we're hoping for a drop later from the Igors that are basically standing in front of the boss room. Here, we're just gonna pump all the way over here, holding left while mashing up. Here we see it's called Big Key Skip. I think it's a dumb name because you're not really skipping the big key. You're getting it, but what I like to call this mob skip, because there's a lot of mobs in this room that you have to kill in order to get rid of the anti-fairies that are like covering the button. And you want to hit the button to make the chest spawn to get the big key. Yeah. But what we do is we just deboost off of a popo, and then with the iframes we can just simply pick up the pots and hit the button. and then get the chest.
Yeah, the reason why I activated that switch is because Link stops blinking, but just at that frame in which he stops blinking, he can activate it again, or activate something again. So basically, it's barely visible.
Chat, they're called Popo. Popo. It's a funny name, I know, but
Yeah.
all right, this cannonball is kind of trolling.
That's called the Zelda Gamer Room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the hardest strat for this boss, so a moment of silence will be pretty cool.
Yeah, we got enough arrows. Plenty, even. So this used to be a Taz strat. And not too many runners have achieved to make this strat actually consistent.
Yeah, so this strat was tasked by a Japanese runner called Yuzuhara, and it's like the task video of the strat has been around for quite a while, but people never really thought about like doing this in runs until I started practicing it a lot and kind of making it RTA reliable. And now I always go for it, and a bunch of runners too actually now, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, and now we're basically just in at Sahasrarlas trying to get the boots, and beforehand listening quite plenty of words.
Exactly. Saha's gonna reward us with an ugly pair of red shoes.
Hey, they're not that ugly. Come on, man.
I mean, they're red, dude.
What's wrong with red, man?
I just don't like red shoes. Looks like clown shoes.
You'll grow into them.
All right, so since we have the boots now, we're obviously way faster. We can dash now. And we can also...
Yeah, things are going to get fun now.
Exactly. We can do a lot of tricks with the boots now. One of them is a trick called spin speed that allows us to basically have the same speed as a dash, but we are also able to go diagonal, not just cardinal. And we're going to see one here. And there we go, we're zooming. Basically how this works is you charge up a spin with your B button, you release the B button to release the spin, and then on the next frame you want to hit A. And what this does is it puts you in a glitch state where when you're in this glitch state and you touch a letter or you walk off of a letter, you go zooming.
Yeah, but it's mandatory to do cardinal movement, which means it needs clear movement down, left, right, or up. Instead, the trick is not going to work.
Exactly. So yeah, for Desert Palace, this is the segment that we're on right now. It's a lot of dashing, a lot of long dashes, and a really dumb boss at the end. One of the most RNG heaviest bosses in the game, for sure. So hopefully the RNG gods will be with us.
Yeah, just as much as real deserts are, this desert palace is spacious.
All right, we're gonna use the book here that we just picked up in the library. Use it here to open the dungeon.
Yeah, we borrowed it.
We borrowed it. Definitely didn't steal it. All right, as I said, Desert Palace, a lot of dashing. A lot of dashing. We're gonna get a key, which we need to get
There's
to
a
the
cute
key.
little movement over there that is really neglected, actually, to mention.
I'm gonna bonk the wall here to get the key, then dash out of the room. Long dashes. Here we got a room with a bunch of popos that we have to kill fast.
Is there anything hard about the dashing to, in a sense, do it correctly?
I mean, always canceling your dashes, like on the right pixels, can be sometimes hard. It depends on the screens, but having good timing with your dashes. Like after every screen transition, for an example, like every time the screen moves, hitting your dashes on the first frame or second frame, stuff like that. Also, you don't want to bonk into walls if you dash against a wall.
I think it costs you about a second every time, right?
Exactly. Like it's about I think not every bonk costs you a second, but I think most do definitely. So yeah, we don't want to dash against walls.
Yeah, and there we need to be quick with that dash. Instead, you get sucked into that quicksand, and this is going to cost you time and HP.
Here we're gonna go for another spin speed. I think lots of people fell down there at least once. Gonna get the key on the left here.
Those air pumps never cease to amaze me.
By the way, you see me dash through key doors. It's called key dashing, and basically what we have to do is whenever we line up with certain objects on the screen, like here for example the pots or the lamp, we can just dash through key doors. Usually you would bonk, but if you line up with certain objects, then it works. Alright, coming up we have Lamolas, free worms that are unbelievably trolly. I hate them. This is where a lot of my resets happen. They can do short hops and long hops. We want to get all the long hops and good patterns. And I would like to have a moment of silence here. That's a 2-cycle, let's go! Let's go!
This is not a given at all, folks.
That's basically the best cycle you can get. That's optimal.
That was astounding.
This is actually world record pace. Alright, coming up next we have Tower of Hera. This is, in my opinion, but I think everyone has a different opinion on this, but in my opinion this is one of the hardest light world segments.
Why is that?
It's just hard to get good times due to the overworld RNG, the boulders, the squirrels, etc. Like it's just very easy, in my opinion, to lose 2 to 3 seconds just because a boulder keeps blocking you. And most of the time it's like not even your fault, right? That's very, very trolly. That's pure RNG right there. This crab can hit you sometimes. Right
That's
here.
a nice glitch there.
You want to go over it?
Maybe you go for it.
That's bad. That's bad. Oh my god. Whew. Nobody saw that. If I would have gotten hit there, we would have soft lock the game.
And that would have been it, basically.
It would have been over.
Yeah. So what we saw just there was a glitch for which we skipped for a moment the flippers. And what we did there was to try to transition through the screen just in the red frame. And we need to be at the very edge right before the screen transition to do it. So there is just one little frame, one little tiny moment in which Link can swim into a direction once he lands there when he does not have the flippers. And this is basically what can be used to make Link have the ability to swim for that instant and perform a warp.
Alright, this squirrel was trying to troll us there. Yeah, these squirrels, we call them squirrels. They're usually called dead rocks, but a lot of the people in the community call them squirrels. And yeah, when you slash them, they turn purple. And they will basically block you. You can not get rid of them. Right here, we're gonna double pump all the way up. So about these warps here, if you enter warps, for example, this warp, we have to enter it more from the right, and if we do it correctly, then we save a bunch of frames. And it's the same with when you use the mirror, like when you switch between light world and dark world. When you use the mirror, you want to use the mirror on specific pixels. Oh, that's not good. I might die here.
Yeah, well, that's basically trolley RNG.
Yeah, I mean that's what I literally said earlier. Hera is Very, very unforgiving, unfortunately. We got this, we got this. We're gonna clutch this, guys.
And what we're seeing here is what is called an Eddie stream, a coffee break.
Exactly, so we can do a boom dash here to just, you know, use the boomerang and dash at the same time while hitting the switch, and then land on these packs here to get iframes, and now we can basically just chill, and these tiles will not hit us.
Yeah, because they just collide with the with those switch blocks, and that's basically it.
Okay, I hope I'm not gonna get trolled here by these moldoms. They can actually just walk into you. Okay. Okay, we got the big key.
Okay, good job.
Now we're gonna climb our way up. We're gonna climb all the way up to Moldom. And hopefully not die. I should have picked these up.
Those would have been good.
I got sucked in by the door. This door is very known for sucking you in. Like once you're in the doorway, you can't go back.
I think the arrows would despawn, right?
Hmm? Yeah. If you go back, they're gone. Okay, actually it doesn't make... Okay, I have to pick up this.
Now, here we're going to observe a bomb jump.
This wasn't that optimal, but still pretty good.
Can you explain how that works?
Sure thing. Basically, it's a 2-pixel window. We throw the bomb against the wall. And after the bomb throw, once we throw the bomb against the wall, we have the position link on, well, 2 pixels. There's 2 pixels that work. Okay, I gotta focus here real quick. Just making sure that I don't die. That's not good. What am I doing? Alright.
Nice.
That was clutch. Alright, we got the third pendant. That means we can get the Master Sword now. I don't even know if I finished explaining the bomb jump, but yeah, basically you throw the bomb against the wall, and then you have the position link on 2 pixels, basically.
Yeah, but I think what's also important to mention is that you need to be at the very last pixel of the edge towards to actually get hit far enough so that the game tries to put you over the entire edge or over the entire abyss, so that you can make it over to the next position.
We have time for some donations?
Of course.
We do.
Yeah, the chat's still very generous. We got $50 again by Wazoo TV.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
Saying first place among 868 runners, and that in German handwork. Let's go. Next world record on SpeedCon 2023? Question mark?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Trying my best. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you.
And yeah, go Kota. We also got another $50 by Stonekeeper.
Wow.
Saying good luck Kota. LFG.
Thank you so much, Stonekeeper.
We got $40 by Ugazi. Eddie is the best.
Thank you, Jew.
We got $10 by Anonymous without a comment. Thank you very much for that. And we got another $10 by Lucent W. Saying this is the 122 4X. Massive props again to all the staff, runners, and comms. Good luck, Eddie. But remember, hourly activity check. Wolfpack press 1.
Press 1, chat. You know what to do.
Thank you, everybody, so much for all these generous donations. We're getting really close to 1,400. That'd be sick if we could break that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, at this point, Luca made a good point. I want to say thanks to everyone organizing the SpeedCon.
Yeah.
I have the opportunity here to see a bunch of friends for the first time, which is amazing. And yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for doing a good thing. Keep donating, guys. This is for a good cause. And yeah, keep it up, guys. All right. Right now we're heading to the Hyrule Castle. I should also mention that I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, but we picked up a bunch of rupees from we pulled some trees, and there's a couple of trees in this game. When you pull on them, they give you rupees, and yeah, we need these rupees later for the Dark World. For Kiki, the monkey, he will open the dungeon for us if we pay him, because he's a greedy little monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically why Kota pulled pulled on the tree and right after and before he pulled out the Master Sword out of the pedestal. What he basically did was to build up enough enemy kills in a row so that he can upgrade the reward that he can pull out of a tree. And the maximum that can be achieved is 4 red coins, which add up to 80 rupees. And this is how he could manage to get every single rupee he needed.
Exactly. So yeah, we're climbing up Aga's Tower now. Aghanim is probably the RNG heaviest boss in this game.
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves him.
Yeah, but why don't we make a guessing game out of it?
Sure, I'm down. Chat, you guys know what to do. How many blue balls will we get? Get the numbers in the chat right now. Let's go. You can pick from 0 up to 15.
I think I'm gonna go for 3. just a standard deviation, you know.
I'm gonna go with 4 because I know I have bad luck.
Well, God, I hope not.
Yesterday when I practiced, I did a practice run. I got like 9 blue balls or so. I hope that's not gonna happen again.
So this boss is so brutal because you cannot exactly manipulate the RNG for Aghanim. There is something that you can actually do, but this is dependent on doing it with a Taz that you can try and give just the right inputs into the game to make sure that you have a 0 cycle.
Yeah.
But that's very but it's basically not doable because there's always something to go wrong in that kind of human execution.
Exactly. So you can't manipulate what he does. The first attack, however, is always a guaranteed energy ball. You can reflect it back and get a hit on Aghanim.
After every cycle, the first one, yeah.
There's our first blue ball.
There's number 1.
So every time he does this attack, we lose time, and it's bad.
Number 2. How many seconds do we lose for each blue ball, actually?
That's a good question, but if we get free, we lose about like 20 seconds. And the reason why we lose 20 seconds when he gives us a third one is because he's going for an extra lightning cycle. That lightning attack he just did, when he gives us 3 blue balls, he's going to go for an extra one. Yeah. And yeah, that's why it loses so much time.
Number 3.
That's just marathon bad luck. Come on, man.
Okay.
Don't be that guy.
3.
Don't be that
Number
guy.
4. All right. So I'm out.
I can't with this guy. This boss is just...
You know him so well. I think you might be right.
It's gonna be 4, I'm telling you. It's gonna be 4.
This is scripted.
Yeah, people are gonna say, it's spliced! What the fuck? No way! Okay, 4 blue balls.
Yeah, should there be any further donation, I think now is the time to mention them.
If we haven't.
Yeah, sure. Your call out to the chat to bring in more donations came true. We got
Hell
some
yeah.
more here.
Let's go, guys.
We got another $10 by Vorivand and Foodeldoodle. What a name, by the way. Crazy name. Saying inverted exclamation mark. Inverted exclamation mark. Inverted exclamation mark. Good luck on your run, Eddie.
The meme. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
We also got 13 euros and 37 cents by Lemon RNG Blessing Dude.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Lemon.
Saying, hello, this donation is dedicated to the RNG gods. Aghanim, please don't make I. Good luck with Good luck with the run. You got this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
And we also got €5 from Brian saying, "Hi Eddie, it's Brian. Talk about facts, bet."
Oh, no. No facts.
I'm a more. Okay.
Don't do it, facts.
Sometimes the meme needs to be keeping up, right?
All right, as I mentioned, by the way,
we just paid off Kiki.
exactly. We pay Kiki here to open the dungeon for us. You have to pay Kiki 10 rupees to have Kiki follow you, and then 100 to have Kiki open the dungeon for you.
Yeah. And what also happened was that Kota just performed a Kiki dash, as it is called. So Kiki needs to be made sure to be as close to Link as possible, to have at the least travel time that he can possibly get, because it can actually take quite some time for Kiki to get up that dungeon.
Exactly. If you just dash all the way up to where the dungeon entrance is, Kiki will be far behind, and it's gonna lose you seconds. So you have to make sure that when you dash up in front of the dungeon entrance, you want to cancel your dash, and yeah, kind of make sure that you don't leave Kiki far behind when entering the or triggering the cutscene.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see something very, very curious in just a bit, right?
Yep, we're gonna see the hammer jump, which is a very, very hard game. Yeah, this game is hard.
This game is hard.
No, it's a very hard trick, and I will attempt to do it with basically bufferless. The game automatically gives you 2 buffers for this trick, because we have to switch to the bombs anyway and switch back to the mirror. So you have these 2 buffers in general.
So when we're talking about buffers, as we regard the bomb jump, the hammer jump, right now, a buffer is considered pressing the start button and getting into the menu and getting out of the menu again.
Exactly. So this trick is double pixel perfect, by the way.
Yeah. Needs to line up perfectly. Put down 2 bombs and then hit the next perfect pixel to get into that fence and open the chest.
Okay.
Which worked pretty well.
Yeah, I had an extra buffer. Still good, yeah. It was still pretty good. Played it a little safe.
Yeah, this is where runners can really lose quite some time.
Lots of dashing here. Okay, here comes the question: are we gonna get a sexy statue?
Oh yeah, we got that. So basically, sexy statue means that he does not need to set Link off again to make him turn up that switch.
No sexy statue.
Unfortunately, we didn't get it.
That's all right. It was still pretty clean.
Now we got a quick kill of that room right there. What's tricky about those arrows, by the way, is that you can only spawn another arrow once they connect. Which means that you cannot exactly just spam the arrow button all the time. So you need to do the right things to make happen what you need to do, which is to get arrows into those Igors, no mimics.
Mimics.
Yeah, as quickly as possible.
Exactly, you have to time them pretty well. Okay, so these turtles here in the next room, they can be kind of trolly sometimes. Hopefully they're going to give us good RNG here. That's not good RNG. I had to do an extra hammer there to turn around the bottom one.
That's not good.
And yeah, that's just RNG for you. Okay, coming up we have one of the harder bosses, Helma Saw. Here as well I would like to have a moment of silence, especially because I already lost a heart.
Buckle up.
Okay, that was perfect.
Nice.
So he actually gave us friendly RNG. This guy can wreck you if he wants to. First, we have to go for 17 hammer hits to break the mask. And while we do that, he can spit firebolts. We didn't see that because he gave us good RNG, thank God. And things can be kind of messy on the screen when he spits firebolts because they split into several other firebolts. And then there's a fireball party, and you have to dodge every fireball on the screen. And once you break the mask, he also gets faster. Like, his movement gets faster. And it's just really, really hard to like dodge fireballs while he's charging at you and stuff like that. But again, we had pretty friendly RNG there. Also, afterwards, we hit him 3 times with the hammer and then a spin and to kill him off.
Yeah, and what's going to happen now is that we're going to get our way into Thieves Town.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a scary one.
Yeah, the roper jumped over me, almost landed on my on Link's head.
Yeah, that would have that could have actually caused quite some damage and lost some time.
Again. Yeah, I called them the Tony Hawk ropers when they jump over you.
It's not a bad name though.
Yeah. All right, here we're gonna see an item dash, a hammer dash.
Right now.
Whatever you want to call it. Basically how this works is we press Y and A on the same fray, meaning the item button and the dash button, and it allows us to dash and use our item at the same time.
Yeah, and what we need to do first, right before we get into Thieves Town, is that we need to get the flute, which is going to happen right now because we're going to talk to that tree over there, where there's this cute little creature, and tells us where to find the flute, which we only need to dig out. And right there, we can see yet another quick warp due to the exact right position that Kota just put in.
I'm actually not even sure if it was a quick warp.
It was one.
Actually, was it? Actually?
Yes. You can even hear whether it's a quick warp or not.
I'm not sure because I'm not on my home CRT, and some CRTs cut out some pixels on the edge, so it was hard to tell if I got the pixel. All right, we're gonna play our flute here to get the duck because it looks like a duck.
Yes. The most beautiful duck there is.
Makes traveling easier later.
Yeah.
If you guys got any flute emotes, feel free to
release them.
There
Please
we go.
Release them. Oh, some people might even call it the Truthahn. All right.
Okay. I call him Donald. Because he's a duck.
That movement actually looks risky.
I mean, I've seen myself mess it up. Every once in a while.
All right, another item dash. And another quick warp.
Yeah, we want to enter this warp from the left side to get a quicker warp here. Don't let me lie, I think a quick warp saves like 30 frames. It's like half a second. There's a bunch of them in the run, so...
Yeah, which makes it worth performing, actually.
Yeah, you want to get them, definitely. So, this is Thieves Town. Thieves Town is actually, in my opinion, not that hard, but it can be a trolley dungeon, because there's some screens where there's a lot going on. Some screens that have, like Hellway, for example. I will go over that later. Hellway got a lot of, enemies, and they can get in your way easily. And you can lose time to RNG easily here.
They cannot exactly be controlled to getting into any direction. They can just move on their own.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get this key here now. And then Hellway is coming up. There's a trick called God Pixel. We start a dash, and then we cancel our dash. And we want to cancel our dash on the God Pixel, which will allow us to dash all the way up here.
Let's see.
I didn't get it. and we're getting blocked here. So that's what I was talking about right there. They just block you sometimes, and you have to cancel your dash and then dash around them. It's just RNG. You can't really do anything about it.
This is where we can see it really clearly how much RNG dependent some tricks are.
Yeah. Even if I would have gotten the God Pixel there, I would not have been able to like dash all the way through because we got blocked.
Yeah, and those can be difficult to those enemies over there because they can just hit you and just rob you some HP, which can sometimes make it a little bit more difficult to get through the dungeon.
Okay, so we just bombed the floor. We have to do this to be able to
activate blind.
Exactly, to have the fake princess turn into blind, the boss, later.
Spoiler alert.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's all right.
Yeah, those horse hits can really give you a hard time.
All right, these dashes here are actually pretty hard sometimes. You want to cancel them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right in front of the key lock. Okay, that's the fake princess we mentioned.
I mean, at least Blind's doing a good job by faking it, right?
I mean, Link seems to buy it.
He's never been the smartest. What does it tell that about us?
All right. Coming up, we have Blind. This fight is completely scripted.
Yep.
This is one of the...
There's one of the patterns that work every time.
Yep.
Which is basically what scripted would mean.
If you do the same thing every time, you'll get the same thing every time. Simple as that. He has 3 faces.
Last phase. Those heads can get very nasty though once you should not hit those hits in the scripted or meant to be way.
Yeah, so if you move in the same way every time, if you like, I kind of like.
By the way.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Just because it's scripted doesn't mean it's not impressive.
Yeah, like I said, if you do the same thing every time, if you walk the same pattern every time, if you slash on the same spots every time, Blind will always do the same thing.
By the way, maybe we could have a little bit more time for some more donations, if there had been any.
Especially during these crystal cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The chat's still going crazy with the donations here. It's it's so heartwarming to see. We got another $50 from Whiplash.
Oh my God, Whiplash.
007 saying, and I feel like there's a bit of a copy pasta here. My son, 19, watches a lot of ALTTP speedrunners on Twitch television. I personally don't find them entertaining, but just kidding. Go Kota, keep it up, man. You're doing great. Wolfpack howls in the chat.
Let's go, Wolfpack.
We got another $5 from Brian saying, "Hi Eddie, it's Brian again. Too bad I can't get away with the other thing."
Thank you so much, guys.
And we got another $10 from Ugezi. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Saying, "Let's go Wolfpack. What are you waiting for?"
Hell yeah.
Just do the thing.
Just do the thing. We're so close to $1,500.
Hell yeah. You guys know what to do. Let's
go. Oh my God. It would be so great if we hit that.
Let's go, guys. Remember, this is for a very good cause. I think I speak for the whole event when I say we don't mind these donations, so keep them coming, guys.
I think this run, at least this run, could already be worth it.
By the way, we're about to get our upgrade here. We upgrade our sword.
Oh yeah, which is the final upgrade.
Exactly. This is there's another upgrade, but we don't get it in NMG. So yeah, we got the tempered sword now, which will definitely help us killing enemies faster. And we're gonna do a spin speed here. That I just messed up, which is, you know what? We just dash. It's all right.
Yes. All right, this is a pixel perfect trick that he just performed, so he does not bonk into the fence right there. but it needs to be performed very, very, very precisely right after he leaves the transition. He only can move a couple of pixels and then immediately dash upwards so that he might not end up bonking the wooden fence there, so he can save some frames over there to make his way up the 300 rupee chest, which we're going to need in a bit after that dungeon. And now we're entering Skullwoods. And what we need to do, what needs to be done here is to get that switch up over there, and this movement can be quite tricky once the mummies are giving Kota a pattern in which he might really have difficulties not to get hit.
Upcoming, we have a bump jump. We call this early bump jump. It's a 2-pixel window to do this one. We're going to plant the bomb early, and then throw it against the wall again, and hopefully stand on the right pixel afterwards to get boosted over. Perfect.
Nice one. Yeah, and now we got those mini molems that can still be very, very trolly. And he can save time by making use of the effect that these holes can have, that they're going to reset you every single time back on the entrance, which can save up to 1 second, I guess. Instead of just trying to bonk against the wall and making your way back. So if you wanna make a trade of just 1 heart and save a second, that's the way to go.
All right, coming up, we have the Mummy Hellway, which is a really cool room. It looks super cool to execute this room right now. Unless it looks like that. It's all right. Good enough. Good
Still
enough.
nice.
Could have been way worse, honestly.
Yes.
All right. The boss, Mothula. This boss is either the easiest one in the game or the hardest one.
Yeah.
This boss has really annoying movement RNG, and hopefully we're gonna get good movement RNG.
Yeah,
here.
and what is also very, very important to notice is once Mothula ends up within these spikes, he does not take any damage.
That was really good, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, that was a double poke. By the way.
Yeah. So right at the beginning of this fight, what we do is we hold our sword out,
Oh my god.
and then we have to position Link in a specific, like on a specific pixel, depending on what the RNG is, the conveyor RNG, and at the beginning of the fight, Mothula slowly goes up, and there's a visual cue that we use to start the dash. And if we time it right, we can basically start a dash and hit them off twice with this dash. And after that, all we need is 2 more slashes to, kill Mothula off.
Yeah. And if there's maybe just some time, because there's just another text box coming up, maybe we can read some more of the donations.
Hell yeah, if we have any.
I think we do. But anyway, maybe we can stretch it towards the next palace, which is coming up, which is going to be the Ice Cavern.
I hate this dungeon.
And you are quite right to do it, if I may say that.
Ice physics in games, they just fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
All right, what we're basically doing now is just performing another quick warp and getting the way up towards Zora's Kingdom in order to finally get the flippers. This is, by the way, the reason why Kota picked up yet another 500 or 600 rupees so that he can pay off the King Zora, who is going to demand 500 rupees in exchange for chopping a Zora's flippers off.
That's a lot of money for some flippers.
Well, your folks needs to be worth something, right? I'm sorry.
All right. Here we're gonna get a medallion that we will need later to open up a dungeon. And coming up, we have the Zora screen where we're gonna get the flippers. The screen is very movement heavy.
Yeah,
you wanna
very
have
execution heavy.
you wanna have very clean movement. You don't want to fall into the water. Every time you fall into the water, you lose time. And hopefully, I'm gonna hit these dash cancels properly here.
What we're also going to see is how far into the dark blue water we can actually move, and still be able to dash through it.
We're gonna see that in a few seconds.
Yeah, we actually saw it once.
There's something the community calls Jesus Dash, because it kind of looks like you dash, or like you run over water.
Yeah, but you're just using the very last pixel that allows you to be just running over it.
Jesus Dash coming up now. Right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not really dashing on the shallow water there, but on the deep water. But it's like the last possible pixel that you can basically like stand on.
All right, now there is a warp. And
Something, hold on real quick. Something that's really good here, by the way, is that we didn't get hit. We want to keep our sword beams here for the second room in Ice Palace. And you will see why.
Yeah, and here's a quick kill with the fire rod.
So we can snipe the jellies here with the sword beams. If we like, sometimes it happens that you get hit on the overworld, and then you lose your sword beams. You need full hearts to be able to sword beam, and when you end up not having sword beams for this room, what can happen is that the jelly that carries the key will just use the electric attack, and then you can't slash him. And it loses a lot of time.
And on top, it's using up quite some time that you get out of that animation. Once you hit the jelly, and it's electrical. Because you're basically stunned for quite some frames.
You want to go over the Ice Palace bomb jump?
Yeah, sure. The Ice Palace bomb jump is really difficult to perform because there is rarely any room for error. So what we're going to see now is that Kota is going to try to hit the right one of 2 pixels, of which he needs to do it again, and hit just the right pixel. And there he has only 1 more pixel left. Basically, no, that's the position in which he did not have any pixel left. So he needed to have the completely correct position to end up at the far left side, so that he could perform or continue the dungeon without needing to do very much of the rest. And here we see a deboost by slashing the sword and maintaining the position. And here is quite something interesting.
Yeah, this staircase, you can actually clip through it with a spin. If you, when you hold your sword out and you slide diagonal and release your spin, you can...
Sorry. just keep talking.
Somebody whispered in my ear. All right, quick moment of silence here, please.
All right, there is Cold Stare. This is quite an impressive
Nice,
quick
that was
right
perfect.
there. And it's very tricky to perform.
I was actually really nervous because I did a run earlier and I died here. So glad it worked out. The strat is pretty hard. It's called double poke. You spin him up against the wall, and then you hold your sword out to the left, and then you do something we call a dash poke, where you start a dash, but you don't really commit to the dash. So you basically just tap A for like a certain amount of time, and it will give Coldstare like a little poke and a little knockback to the right. And we do this twice to get him to the top right corner to trap him there. And then once he's trapped there, we just release a spin, and that spin is going to hit him twice because he's trapped in the corner.
Yeah.
And then we kill him off.
Yeah, and something that we can do now as well is to read maybe some more donations, since we might have achieved something over there.
Yeah, I would love to read some donations here.
Hell yeah, go ahead.
Wolfpack is going insanely strong with those donations. I'm baffled over here. We got another $50 from Stonekeeper saying, "Let's pop that bubble, Wolfpack."
Hell yeah. W's in the chat, guys.
It's so insane.
We got another funny copy pasta here. $10 from Lucent W saying, "We were having dinner and my daughter, age 18, was talking about how she got accepted for SGDQ. And my son said, 'You should reset at 4 blue balls.' I told him that it was getting out of hand and that he would have to communicate normally to his parents and family. To that he said, 'Keck W. You should get good at hovering.' Until he learned to communicate like a normal human being. I've blacklisted Twitch from the internet from that time being."
The
Good one,
classic
good one.
The classic one.
Classic. We got another $10 from Shiva Hayes. $10 for a good cause. Greetings to Eddie. I hope we gonna see the Meyer hovers for the ultimate time saver.
Sure thing, man. I got
Yeah.
you.
That's going to be coming up too. But now we're going to enter the Swamp Palace, which is going to be very execution heavy and also very sometimes RNG dependent, which relies on the positions that the enemies are going to have, because it can really eat up quite some time when you are unlucky with them. And here we got another quick one, which works as we didn't hit it.
I missed it,
unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's dependent on the shield and whether the shield is completely completely aligned with the shadow, right, on the right side.
Exactly, yeah. But you can be 1 pixel away from it.
Oh.
That works too. These quick wards are always 2 pixel window. Oops.
Maybe we can see it now.
Didn't mean to do slash there.
Yeah. Maybe we got time for one more donation.
Hell yeah, always. $10 by Crizzy. Great gameplay as usual, Eddie.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you
Chrissy.
very much.
I got another quick one.
Hell yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
$25 again from Whiplash007.
Wow.
Would have never... who would have known that a Swedish CSGO player would be so good at ALTTP? Truly living in amazing times, Kappa.
Thank you so much, Web.
Jesus. All right, that kill might have been important.
Yeah. This cutscene right here, if we manage to kill one of the stealthers in here, we basically save lag frames. However, if we don't kill that stealth force, what we can do is we can grab the wall right before the cutscene kicks in.
Yeah, so we can reduce the sprite number on the screen, which causes less lag.
Exactly, because if you grab a wall, it makes Link's shield disappear, and because it makes Link's shield disappear, that means there's less sprites on the screen, and because of less sprites on the screen, it saves lag. Trolley fireball there. They like to get in your way. Honestly, everything likes to get in your way in Swamp Palace.
Yes.
I think everyone hates this dungeon. Press 1 if you hate this dungeon, guys. This dungeon sucks.
Let's push the tactictivity here.
Whoa. I think I've never
That was
seen
close.
this. I think I've never seen this guy there.
Yeah, you can run a game for 11 years straight as it seems, and you still see something new.
True, true.
It's actually quite impressive that a human being actually puts themselves into that situation to run one game for that amount of time. It's really bonkers, actually.
Yeah, a little bit of backstory. I've been speedrunning this game for 10 years now, and currently also hold the world record. And yeah, super dedicated with this game. We'll probably never really stop playing it because somehow I always come back to this. Hopefully, I can even push the world record further down, get a better time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What's the world record again?
It's a 122.49, but it's not on the leaderboard at the moment because I don't submit my PBs.
But the last one submitted is actually still a set 123, and which is the only one in the world to this very day.
Yeah.
So what we're going to see now?
All right, so we just picked up the hookshot. Gotta focus it real quick because there's a lot of enemies on the screen. What we can do with the hookshot later is we can perform a zero cycle, but we can also do something called hook climb later that allows us to basically get spin speed. We explained it earlier, spin speed. You can get the same glitch with the hookshot. We're gonna see
that
later.
quicker.
And it's quicker, exactly, because you don't have to charge your sword.
But compared to opening the menu and closing the menu and then performing the hookshot spin speed, does it still save time over the classic recharging of the spin?
I think so.
Okay, picking up some more arrows over there.
Okay, so coming up we have the zero cycle. This is one of the hardest tricks to execute. I haven't practiced it much. I hope I'm gonna nail it for the entertaining purpose. These guys are so trolly sometimes.
Yeah. This is something we mentioned earlier about the RNG and positioning of enemies. It can be unforgiving.
All right, moment of silence, please. I already messed up. Maybe I can back it up here. Nah, never mind. Bad RNG. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, like I said, I've been having issues with this lately. That's okay. We're gonna hit a lot of other really cool tricks. That's alright.
Alright. Still a nice kill.
Thank you.
And what we're about to observe right now is that this is going to be one of the longest sequences of crystal segments that we're going to observe, because this has got the most text boxes in the entire game.
Yeah, so we got any donations?
Yeah, they're still lining up. It's incredible.
Hell yeah.
We got $20.63 from Cinetic Silver. Let's round it up, smiley face. Great work, Kota. Wolfpack, can I get a... Oh, yeah! Okay, I think this definitely sounds like another copy pasta here. €5 from Quebec saying, for the thrusting emo guys. Now here you go again.
Oh, no.
You say you want your freedom. Well,
Yeah,
who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat, drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. And what you had, and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Thanks for that one. Here's a quick one. €2.69 from Lemon69.
Hell yeah.
Quick question. Did we play cash already? Please, the Tür bleibt zu.
Thank you, Lemon.
And we got one last one for the moment here. $5 from Spielewilli. These names, great names, by the way. Once I dreamt there was Gannon's mom. She says me, Eddie, I will give you 0 warps, or your bathroom will get a visit from Willy.
Oh no.
You should know what it means. Go on, Eddie. Show me pure Craigasm. Love, brother.
Jesus, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Those are very, very good comments.
Okay, so
Thank you,
Mr.
everybody,
Meyer.
for these generous donations. You guys are absolutely killing it here. This is it really warms my heart. Thank you so much.
They are.
hell yeah. I want to announce real quick that I will. This is pretty risky because I am not really playing on the greatest controller right now. But I will try to go for a run for a trick. In this dungeon that has never been done on a marathon before. It requires several well-timed, frame-perfect inputs, and yeah, hopefully I will get it later.
Yeah, we are going to remain silent while this is going to happen, and stay in awe about it. So right now we're going to see some torch glitches.
Yeah, so if you push these blocks, you can basically just shoot through them once they start to move.
Yeah. They do not exactly have any checkups while they're moving.
Yeah, very good programming.
Shush. It's a good game.
Not if you get 4 blue balls. It's a good game when it
It should have been
behaves.
15. You were absolutely right.
No, please no. The game is fun when it behaves.
Yeah. Good old Agam.
Yep.
All right. Right now, Kota is on his way towards the Canis Samaria and just trying to make sure to get hit just in a controlled manner so he can quickly get into over the stairs. And here he's actually waiting quite just a bit to just dash through there, and so he does not get hit by the interferry.
All right, we have the trick coming up soon.
Yeah. Just 2 more rooms, and then it's going to get crazy, guys. And here we go. Come on.
Let's go.
Yes! Impressive.
That was the first time that was done at a marathon. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, and now we're going to see something that is called spooky. Spooky basically behaves the way as follows. What Kota needed to do and has done is to press A, so the dash, and then right after that an item, which was the Canis Samaria, so you could place the switch there, so you could just fire out the spike, which is on a similar coordinate or at the same coordinate as a switch, which was over there the case as well. And sometimes it can be the case that they don't even need to be on the same screen. And basically, the program or the code is basically thinking, okay, we can put there anything of an object that can interact or that can connect with the fire rod. And this is how it basically happens. And there we are going to we're seeing a quick kill of Vitreous by making use of the damage boost from the slime over there. And it's done.
Thank you. So yeah, Vitreous, we basically just take damage from the slime to get iframes. Once we have the iframes, we get into position, and then we release our spin to hit as many eyes as we can. We clear the left side, and then we clear the right side. And then it's time to shoot Vitreous with, I think, 7 arrows, is it?
8.
Is it? 8. 8, okay. For me, it's pure muscle memory. I don't even count anymore.
Yeah. Well, I still need to. All right. Now we're going to enter the second to last dungeon, which is going to be Turtle Rock. But before we do that, we need one other key item, which is going to be the ice rod. Quite some runners have really forgotten about the ice rod, which is only noticeable at the very end of the dungeon when you are trying to kill the boss, because you need the ice rod over there. And you do not need it at all throughout the entire dungeon instead. And this is the moment in which it is already way too late.
Yeah, can't lie, that happened to me once.
Me too. So it's pretty common. And here Kota could have opted for a spin speed, but he chose not to do it.
Exactly, I played it safe there. It doesn't save that much time.
How much does it save?
It's like 15 frames.
Okay.
So,
all right, there's a dead rock that has blocked his way.
Whoops. Wait. What am I doing?
I think you need the hookshot pretty soon.
Yeah. I forgot to.
Oh, goodness.
The nerves.
You almost dropped there. All right. So, basically what's happening is just a lot of dashing up to the position in which he has to open another gate to the dark world, from which out he can perform the skill shot with the earth medallion, so that he can crumble down the face of the turtle, and enter the second to last dungeon, which inherits Princess Zelda within a crystal. And here we saw another item dash, and so that Kota could move quickly enough, so that he could save quite some time during the mashing of the Y button on the poles. And here's another item dash. So you see that every trick over here basically is coming together and be combined within that dungeon.
Yeah, so when we item dash with certain items on like stairs, it gives us basically super speed, spin speed, whatever you want to call it.
And now we're going to see another trick actually with the torches. Yeah, he's using just the right timing to still be close enough to one of the torches, and gets himself into the abyss so that he can respawn quickly enough and get into that room. And this room is actually very finicky, even though it might not be seen that way. There's too much going on to explain everything within that dungeon that is actually happening, which is unfortunate because amazing things are happening there.
All right, let's hope these chain charms behave.
Yeah, what we need now are good chain charms, because they can use a horrendous amount of damage, and we want to have that fairy over there once it drops. One of those chain charms can add up to 4 entire hearts of damage.
Okay, that was good.
And he just skipped them, just like that.
Yeah, these charms, like if they want to destroy you, they will destroy you.
Yeah.
They can block you. They can be super annoying. We got perfect RNG there, so...
Yeah, and what you also want is the iframes that we just saw, because the timing of the room and how it's done is basically laid out to avoid a hit from the chain charms. So what you basically can do is by that kind of strategy, basically avoiding to get a huge amount of damage, and still get through the room quite elegantly.
So we just picked up the big key.
Yeah, which we're only going to use for the for the boss key room.
Mm-hmm. Okay, coming up we have Pokies. This room has, I believe it was 16 different RNGs. Let's see which one we get. If we get the optimal one here, that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately. That's an okay one still.
Yeah, he just needed to wait a bit. Instead, if it had it been perfect, he would not have needed to wait for any amount of time at all. All right, coming up, another iframe situation was managed well.
Yeah, you can bonk over this roller. All right, now we're going on a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, unfortunately, that cannot be skipped.
Yeah, we gotta take those hits.
What we're about to see now is the laser bridge,
Mm-hmm.
which can be very finicky, because what we have here is a situation in which you can perform a dash and get around the laser without needing to pick up the mirror shield, which is the usual strategy and what was meant for that dungeon. And here we are going to see another item. Dash, unfortunately not.
That's the controller. I blame the controller for that.
That sounds like a meme in the YouTube video.
The video that I made?
What? You're making YouTube videos?
All right. Coming up, we have Trinex.
Yeah, with another cool quick kill strat. And as we can see, he picked up the ice rod.
Thank God. Okay, so we kill off these heads with slashes and the fire rod and the ice rod. And now we have the main guy coming out of his shell. We're gonna spin him, hit him twice with the spin. and then pulse buffer, go for one more slash, and he's done.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and now we have got all the crystals, and we have technically we already have saved Princess Zelda.
Technically.
Yeah. if you want to keep her in a crystal.
Yeah, so we just picked up the 7th.
Yeah, the
crystal.
7th one.
Now we can open up Ganon's tower and yeah, climb up Ganon's tower.
Yeah, which would also be another good time if there were any donations, since there's not much to talk about what happened actually, except for what actually happens when you dash against those fire and ice heads. Because what basically happens is that there is an upkeep of the time in which the heads are still stunned, which permits Kota more time to actually hit them and kill them off with less fire rod or ice rod shots.
Eddie, we love your glasses. All right, Ganon's Tower, one of the harder dungeons, I guess. There's a lot going on. A lot of like really, yeah, I don't know, rooms with so many like different RNG patterns,
Yeah.
trolley patterns.
And again, so much going on.
You can lose a lot of time here to bad RNG. We're gonna see another hover later. The thing that I did in Mire, Misery Mire. We're gonna see another hover, but this one is not like it's a tiny hover. It's not as big as the one earlier.
Yeah. Maybe now would be a great time for some donations, if there happen any.
Yeah, we still have 2 left here for the moment. We got Tanvir Farid with $10, saying Trinex hover for another 10. Cool cat.
Sadly too late now.
Well, that's a little bit late, yeah.
We just got another one in here. $40 by Stonekeeper again.
Hell yeah.
My son, who is 12 years old, said, "Mom, I want to donate my money to the children who need it. I have everything I need." That sounds so sweet. But
Yeah.
it feels like this sounds like a copy pasta of some kind.
It's abridged, I guess.
And we have another $5 here from Manta, prompting me to sing again, but unfortunately I don't know the song, so says, "Can you sing again, please? This one is for my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool, and with my star we gonna rule. Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you, oh, peaches, 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 peaches. I love you, oh."
That's a good song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you very much for the donation, guys.
Damn it. I messed up here a little bit. It's alright. It's gonna be mad at us now. It's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately the quick kill didn't work.
A little nervous, but we got this.
Still a very good time.
This is totally fine. Okay, coming up we have the Mimics.
Oh yeah, we got some more mimics going on.
If done correctly, these 2 rooms look really cool.
Yeah, there can also be a glitch inside, in which you can glitch away one of those enemies.
Yeah, you can glitch them out of the screen and then,
Yeah, and then it does not count anymore as existent.
yeah, they basically despawn. They're not in the game anymore and the game thinks they're dead. Gonna jump down here. Hit the switch with an arrow. And head to the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet is basically several rooms with lots of enemies. And we can lose time there if they decide to... good dash there, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Gauntlet time. So these mobs here, they can do a lot of stuff. They can go in so many different directions if they want to. Sometimes you have to chase them down. Sometimes they give you good RNG, like here, where you don't have to chase them at all. But yeah, basically you just want to kill them as fast as you can.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
unfortunate. That was a good example. Even though it was me messing up a little bit too. But he went up, which is not really optimal. It's optimal when
Yeah,
he
it's
stays
the-
at the bottom.
It's the enemy's fault.
Gotta chase him sometimes, which sucks. Come here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate once they move not the way you can actually see. Oh, we're going to see something amazing right now.
If it works. Let's go.
Oh my god! That was a setup for a triple, which is basically so hard to perform.
That has like a 20% chance or 25% chance
And we hit it.
working out. It's actually really rare that you get this RNG. But yeah, what I did there basically is I placed a Somaria block, and you can kind of like walk against a Somaria block and then get stuck in it and release a spin. Usually what happens when you spin Lamolas is that you get a knockback and they just knock you back, but when we place a Somaria block there, then we're stuck in place with the spin. And because we're stuck in place, we can hit the Lamolas twice with the spin and kill them all off at the same time if they give us the right RNG. It's pretty cool we got that. Some bad stuff, some good stuff.
Not gonna lie, I'm just baffled, man.
All right, coming up we have another hover. Hopefully I'm not gonna fail this one. It would be funny if I would fail this one. Oh shit, I need... Whoops.
Oh, you need the key.
Oh, the bunny beam.
Oh,
That's alright, that's alright.
Yeah, you can morph
Alright,
by taking damage.
here we go.
Hover time. I think a moment of silence.
Perfect.
Yes!
So, like I said earlier,
Beautifully done.
these are like frame perfect timed A button presses.
Yeah.
It's not really about mashing A, it's more about keeping a steady rhythm. And it takes a lot of practice to be able to do these consistent, especially on good runs when you have the nerves going. It's
Yeah.
very, very hard to do them.
And now maybe we can see some more amazement.
2-cycle? Question mark?
Maybe it's a 2-cycle.
Oh.
We got trolled yet again.
So this would have been a 2-cycle if he would
Yeah.
have gave us an energy ball. On the first cycle, it's guaranteed that every single Aghanim gives us an energy ball, but on the second cycle, it's basically RNG on whether the real one gives you an energy ball or a blue ball. And sadly, he gave us a blue ball. If it would have been an energy ball, then that would have been a 2-cycle.
Yeah. And once you think that RNG is going to be over, you gotta go see Ganon for that if he approves.
Okay, so Ganon, at the beginning, first phase, we just want to make sure that we deal as much damage as we can so that he hops over to the second phase.
Yeah,
And
you
I
do
gotta-
that by giving him 12 slashes. Each phase needs, I guess, 12 slashes.
Gotta focus here a little
That's
bit.
phase 2. And that's the quickest way to give him just enough damage. Okay, up to phase 3. And this is where the RNG begins.
Exactly, this is where the fun starts.
I don't
I lost so many world records to these warps, it's insane actually.
Yeah, right after you got yourself through so much different styles of RNG, and now we're getting a low warp pattern.
Whoa, what the
Holy
That's-
Moses! He's actually cooperating.
Yeah, that's insane.
And now what we're going to see is a torch glitch.
Yeah, so when we relight the left torch before the right one goes out, the right one never goes out. So now we always just have to
Oh,
light up the left one. We
I
dodge
see.
we dodge these fire bats and then spin Ganon here.
Yeah, and you also have to make sure that you're still executing correctly, even though you landed that hit, because else you could fall, and that would mean a reset of the entire fight.
Oh,
And there we almost would have gotten robbed of a
okay,
perfectly good
time
fun
is
run.
coming up pretty soon. A little rusty on this, but it's alright.
All right,
All
we
right,
got
get
it.
124.
It's not bad.
And time.
Woo! Good game. That was amazing.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy we got to show off some really cool tricks.
Yeah.
There was some bad stuff in the run too, but also some good stuff, so I'm more than happy with this, honestly. I'm more than happy with this. Shoutouts to everyone who supported the event, who donated during my run. You guys are freaking amazing. Remember, guys, this is for a good cause. You're doing something good, so keep them coming. The next run will be ahead in time. I hope you guys will enjoy this run. I think it's the last run of this event, so go support this run as well. Please do it, and keep the donations up. I also want to say thanks to SpeedCon again for giving me the opportunity to see some of my friends for the first time, and thanks for having me, and thanks for doing a good thing. And with that being said, you can find me on all of my socials under KotaTripleSix. If you guys want to follow me somewhere, you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's it from my side, and peace out.